Natalie Sideserf here of Sideserf Cake Studio, and I'm going to show you how I made a cake of the character Pink Bean from Maplestory M. I built a suspended food-safe cake board. Now I just cover it in pink modeling chocolate. Then I stack layers of confetti cake with my signature green buttercream between the layers. As you guys know, I make cakes of all kinds of things, but I am really excited for this cake because this cake is a birthday cake. That's right, this birthday cake is celebrating the 3rd birthday of Maplestory M, the mobile version of the PC classic Maplestory. If you're not familiar with Maplestory, it's a multiplayer online RPG in which the player creates a customizable character whose skills and status improve over time. Pink Bean is a character that operates to the beat of their own drum. But he's also a little bit of a diva who likes to be in the spotlight, which I think is both adorable and hilarious. If you've never played Maplestory M, I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out. It's free to download and play, and it's a lot of fun, especially if you like anime and RPGs. Let me know in the comments if this is a game that you've played before. I know that a ton of people love it, so I'm kind of curious to hear how many of you are hooked. I carved the cake into a bean shape, and I give it a final crumb coat of buttercream. Then it's into the fridge so the cake cools and that buttercream sets firm. Now you know what this is. It's modeling chocolate. And guess what? I flavored this white modeling chocolate strawberry. And it is so delicious. It tastes like strawberries and cream. Now I'm covering the chilled cake in my strawberry modeling chocolate. Then I just trim it and I blend everything with some sculpting tools. I use modeling chocolate to cover my cakes instead of fondant because not only does it taste really good, but I think it's a lot easier to sculpt with. Pink Bean makes quite a few faces, but since I'm going to sculpt him playing on a pogo stick, I'm going for an elated expression. So he'll have a big smile with his mouth wide open and his eyes closed. It's very anime. Now that the mouth is hollowed out, I fill it in with different red-toned modeling chocolate to represent the inside of his mouth and his tongue. My favorite part about this cake is Pink Bean's closed eyes. I'm adding just a little extra chocolate to emphasize his bottom eyelids. A puffy bottom eyelid actually runs in my family. So my dad calls them hot dog buns because when we smile, our lids make that little hot dog bun shape. You see it? Right there. Little hot dog buns. Do you have hot dog buns? Let me know in the comments because I know a lot of people who have them, and then I also know a lot who don't. These eyes look cute as they are, but I'm adding a super thin coil of black modeling chocolate just to make them stand out a little more. I mean, that's what I do. So I'm looking at Pink Bean and he's looking really cute, but I want to add a little something. So I'm softening the chocolate with a lighter and I'm adding a very subtle texture with a hard bristled brush to all the pink areas. This makes him look slightly fuzzy, and I love it. The thing is, there are going to be a lot of smooth areas on this cake, so adding this subtle texture will not only make the design more visually interesting, but it makes Pink Bean just that much cuter. He looks more huggable. You know, he's more squishy. I'm gonna hug him. Pink Bean has a white belly and eye. So rather than add another layer of modeling chocolate, I'm just hand painting those areas. I think the white really showcases that fuzzy texture. I probably should have added the black area of the eye after I painted it white, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna carefully paint around that black, trying to keep it clean. And now it's on to the modeling chocolate pogo stick. In the Maplestory game, Pink Bean never goes anywhere without his pogo stick. And I think that's really cute, so I'm including it in the design. I'm rolling out maroon modeling chocolate, and this will be the grips for my pogo stick. Then I attach them to some blue handles that are also made of modeling chocolate. I used toothpicks to secure them to the stem. I need to add a bar to the pogo stick where Pink Bean's feet rest. So I'm attaching a lollipop stick to the structure by wrapping super thin wire around it. And then I secure it even more with some foil tape. You may have noticed throughout this video that this cake looks a little wobbly. And that's because the vertical threaded rod that supports everything is pretty thin. It's thin because if I use a thicker rod, the pogo stick would look too bulky. So while it might be a little more difficult for me to work on, it overall makes for a better cake. Birthday cake, that is. Smash a like button if you love a good birthday cake. Pink Bean's shoes are rust red and pointy. I secure them to his body and then also the pogo stick. And then I do the same for his arms. I think what I really love about this cake and this game is that it's a nostalgia overload. I remember pogo sticks as a kid, and Maplestory M really captures that 8-bit character design that I grew up with. It's a really fun mix of a retro feel with modern open world gaming. If you've never played Maplestory before and you do decide you want to try it, come back and comment and let me know what you think. For the base of this cake, I've got some round layers of confetti cake and some buttercream. This is going to be a little platform that Pink Bean is pogoing on, and it will really bring this cake together. I sculpted Pink Bean and the pogo stick before adding this platform so that I can adjust the height of the platform according to where the bottom of the pogo stick meets. It's a lot easier to trim the platform cake layers to the proper height rather than trying to make adjustments to shorten or lengthen the pogo stick. And I'm never perfect, so I always have to make these kinds of adjustments. It's handmade, so it happens. I'm hand painting the Maplestory M logo onto some modeling chocolate to go on the side of the cake. This takes a steady hand. I'm really glad that this isn't a script font, because that would be pretty hard. The logo's looking good, so now I'm just cutting around it with a blade, and I'm touching up any black areas that need it. Now let's decorate the platform, shall we? I start by adding a layer of gray modeling chocolate, and I attach the beautiful hand-painted logo on the side. Now I just need to turn this gray chocolate into stone. So I carve some deep and shallow areas, and I press crumbled up foil onto the chocolate to add some texture. The top of the platform is made up of foliage, so I'm trimming green modeling chocolate into the shape of leaves. Then I add the leaves, starting with some hanging over the edge of the cake. Then I keep adding layers of leaves, working my way towards the center. This platform is almost as cute as Pink Bean. Almost. And last, we can't forget Pink Bean's adorable purple horns and tail. And there you have it, a cake of character Pink Bean from Maplestory M. Now let's cut this cute cake. I'm ready to see that confetti interior. The colors on this cake are gosh darn magical. Don't you think? Now don't forget, there is a link in the description where you can download Maplestory M. And if you like my videos, subscribe to this channel. The more of you who subscribe, the more time and effort I can put into my videos.